Peace, assalamu alaikum. This is Lorena. So what's going on? I just finished my event at the State Fair, the Michigan State Fair. I've been doing the State Fair, I think, since 2017. So 18, 19, 20. Wait. 17, 18, 19. 20, they didn't have a fair because of the pandemic. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So this is the 8th year I've done the fair. So it's a learning experience. Every time it's a learning experience. I try different things. I try new things to see what works. So this year, my focus was on things that they can't buy anywhere else. People ask me 50 million times, so where do I get these pots? From me, from my website. You can't buy them in stores. I love saying that. I love it, love it, love it. Okay, so I took a cue from my other consultants that talk about the mini fans and putting a little strap over it. So I did this to show how it looks with the little strap over it from the pot. And you just peel this off and put it over the top. And I had the cord coming out so people can see how long the cord was. I had an adapter on one. The other one, I just left it, loose, but I had an adapter on one so they could see that you could put an adapter on it and plug it in anywhere. So I promoted it as a portable fragrance in your car, at your office, in your bedroom, bathroom, kitchen. It's only going to do one room because it's like 250 square feet. It's not going to do your whole house, okay? But it's about $100 per pot. Now, I did sell a mini fan, not a mini fan, a plug-in. A plug-in for the pods, because the guy said he had a stinky little dog, and he didn't want to smell a dog when he come in the house. So I sold him the plug-in with some pods. Next thing I sold were the fragrance flowers. Thank you, Angela. Angela Smith told me about these little bags here. Got them from Amazon. They worked out great. So people could just take it and go. I had only one person ask me for another bag to put this bag in. Really? But the Scentsy bag cost like 10 cents a piece, so I gave her one of them. So she could put that in the bag and some other stuff she wanted to put in the bag. So I sold these for $20. Because if they go online and buy, because I think a girl, she went on my website to see how much they were. And she said, oh, well, it's $17 on the website. I'm like, yes, but then you got to pay $10 for shipping plus tax. So you're going to pay more than $20 for it if you go online and order it. So there. So that's what people must understand. You are offering them a service, giving them a product that they don't have to go online and buy because it's going to cost them more if they have to go pay shipping for it. Okay, another thing I promoted, the room sprays. Room sprays, you can do this in the buy 5, get 1 free, I believe. No, I think you can do it in the half off. You can do 6 for half off, I believe. Only on the workstation, no. On the website, it's just your 10% off if you buy 6. So I had these like just laying down in the container and people could smell. And I was really promoting them $10, 3 for $25. So a lot of people were buying 3. So I've had people that have had room sprays for like 2 years. The fragrance has like been retired. And they just not calling, oh, I need such room spray. I'm like, that scent is gone. Can't get it anymore. So the room sprays are very popular and people know that they work. And so promoting a product that has been in the line for 20 years, plus it's improved because it doesn't have the oil in it now. Had a person buy 6 room sprays because he has a transportation service. And when people get in his vehicle, sometimes they don't smell too good. And so he's trying to get rid of odor. So he sprays it around in his truck to make his vehicle smell nice. So room sprays are great. Promoted those. And people bought bars. They just came up and they kind of just started smelling. And some of them were old bars that I had for a while, but it was what they wanted. In fact, I had, what it was, Hendrix. Guy said he liked Hendrix. That was his favorite bar. Not Hendrix. It was another one. Hemingway. And it was in Scentsy Club, and I bought a few back in the day. And so he was telling one of the people with him, oh, Hemingway is so good. You should smell that. It's so good. And I said, oh, I think I have one. And so he bought that bar. And he said, I think I bought my last one from you last year at the fair. So I had people that were repeat customers that came back from last year and the year before, whatever. And then I had new people. And so people that purchased from me, I wrote their name down on the little slip, you know, what they bought. And their phone number, and I put it in my contacts. So I'm going to reach out to them by text, you know, later on and whatnot, to let them know about new products coming out and whatnot. So that's how I build up my customer base when I do my events. So I have about 35 people that I put in my contacts. And I put their name, first, last name, and put fair 25. So I met them at the fair in 2025. That way I know. That I met them. I'm gonna send everybody a little message too, to, you know, for thanking them for coming to my booth at the fair. So I reinstated I brought my wheel back. I retired the wheel for a while because it didn't work out one year. The kids were worrying the heck out of me. So I would have the customers that wanted to spin the wheel. They had to go all the way around and, okay, the little thing up at the top to let you know you won. Okay, so I have different things on here. Smell the Scentsy washer whiffs. So I had a container of washer whiffs, and I let them smell it, and I explained to them how it works. I had try the Scentsy Fresh. And so I had a bottle of Scentsy Fresh, and I would just spray my sleeve and have them smell it. And I explained that they can spray it on fabrics, on their couch, their curtains, interior of their car, on their carpet. They're trying to clean up behind a little pet smell, things like that. On their bedding, when they're changing their sheets. Smell the Scentsy oil. So I had the oils there that people could smell the oil. So experience that. I had tried the Scentsy lotion. So I had a body lotion there for them to try. I had another part on the wheel that says buy a diffuser and get oil free. So that's a special. Buy $30 or more and get 10% off. Smell the Scentsy Go. I had a Scentsy Go there, and it was going for people to smell that. And then on 4 spaces on the wheel, it was said prize. And so the prize, if people were actually purchasing this in quite a bit, I would give them a scent circle as their prize. And the people, of course, if were buying a bigger item, they get their 10% off. So it worked out. And I just told the children, no, that's for the adults, because the children will have you spinning the wheel all day and talking about, oh, I got a prize. And the year that I let the kids spin it, I couldn't wait on customers for the kids spinning the wheel and having to go over and see what they spent and, you know, what the winner, whether they're a winner, did they need to try something out? No. I just told them, so this is for the parents. The parent can spin it, and we'll see what happens. And, you know, some people, if they weren't purchasing anything and they went on prize, I give them a tester and a business card. So it was a good event. I enjoyed it. I had someone stop and tell me that they do a fair. It's a little ways from me. And she said that she would be interested in me coming to do the fair. And she said, you know, some people are just sitting in the back of their booth on their phone and not interacting with customers. And, you know, I don't know. I said, yeah, I know. You have to get up and talk to people. If you don't talk to people, they don't even know anything about your product or what you're selling. And you know, you gotta talk to people. So I enjoyed myself. I wish more to my team members, some of them would have showed up and came, but as I told a consultant asked me, so who's helping you? I told her, me, myself, and I. So if God say it's time to go to heaven, are you gonna say, I can't go because Susie can't come, or Mary can't come, or Billy can't? No, you going on to heaven. So when it's an opportunity, I'm going for it. And you can catch up with me later on, but I'm not gonna miss out on my blessing because nobody else wants to take advantage of it. So I'm out there to let people know about the opportunity, because some people, they need some extra money. This one lady, she said she worked at Ford. I'm like, oh, so you got a built-in customer base. I said, I heard they sell cups of Kool-Aid out there. She said, oh yeah, they sell some of everything out there because it's just convenient for people, because they there all day and they like, okay, I need this or that or other, and they just buy it. I said, all right. So you can come on, sign up, and help them with their fragrance products. So it's lots of ways to make money with Scentsy. So if you are interested in joining this month, it is only $9 plus tax, $9.54 in Michigan, because I just had a girl sign up, 54% tax. And you're in business, you have your own franchise, you got a website free for 3 months, and if you don't sell anything, it's because you're not sharing it. That's the only reason why. You're not telling anybody. A closed mouth don't get fed. You never say anything about if the tree fall in the forest and nobody hears it. Did it fall? It fell, but nobody heard it because it was way out there in the forest, and you know, but it still fell. So the products are going to be sold. The products are on the website. They're available. But if you don't tell nobody about them, you're not going to sell any of them. That's all I'm saying. That's how that works. All right. Peace. Assalamu alaikum.